Various types of cyber attacks. Phishing is a form of cyber attack in which attackers use deceptive techniques to trick individuals into disclosing sensitive information such as usernames, passwords, credit card numbers, or other personal and financial details. This is typically done by masquerading as a trustworthy entity in electronic communication, such as emails, instant messages, or fake websites. Phishing attacks aim to exploit human psychology and trust in order to manipulate individuals into taking action that may compromise their security or privacy. The ultimate goal of phishing is to gain unauthorized access to sensitive information for malicious purposes. Characteristics of phishing. Deceptive communication. Phishing often involves deceptive communication methods. Attackers may use emails, messages, or websites that mimic legitimate entities to trick individuals. Social engineering. Phishing relies heavily on social engineering tactics. Attackers manipulate human emotions and behavior, often exploiting trust or creating a sense of urgency to prompt users to divulge sensitive information. Mimicking trusted entities. Phishing attempts frequently involve impersonating trusted organizations such as banks, government agencies, or popular online services. This is done to increase the likelihood of victims falling for scam. Urgency. Many phishing messages create a sense of urgency, pursuing individuals to respond quickly without thoroughly verifying the authenticity of the communication. Use of malicious links or attachments. Phishing emails often contain links to fake websites or malicious attachments. Clicking on these links or opening attachments can lead to the installation of malware or the collection of sensitive information. Some examples on phishing attacks. Email phishing. A common example involves receiving an email that appears to be from a legitimate source, such as a bank or an online service, requesting to the recipients to click on a link and provide login credentials. Spear phishing. This is a target form of phishing where attackers customize their approach for a scientific individual or organization. It may involve gathering information about the target to make the phishing attempt more convincing. Malware, short for malicious software, refers to any software specifically designed to harm, exploit, or compromise the integrity, confidentiality, or availability of computer systems, networks, or user data. Malware is a broad term that encompasses various types of harmful software, including viruses, worms, trojans, ransomware, spyware, adware, and more. Types of malware are viruses. They are malicious programs that attack themselves to legitimate executable files or documents. Worms. They are self-replacing malware that can spread independently without needing to attach themselves to existing files. Trojans disguise themselves and legitimate software to trick users into installing them. Ransomware encrypts files on a victim system and demands payment, usually in cryptocurrency for the decryption key. It can spread through malicious emails, attachments, compromised websites, or vulnerabilities in software. Spyware is designed to secretly monitor and collect user information. It can track key stores, capture screenshots, or record browsing habits. Adware displays unwanted advertisements on a user's device while not inherently malicious. Adware can be intrusive and impact system performance. It often becomes bundled with free software downloads. Rootkits are stealthy malware designed to conceal the presence of other malicious software. They often gain privileged access to the operating system, making them difficult to detect and remove. Malware can spread through various means, taking advantage of vulnerabilities and exploiting human behavior. Here are common ways malware spreads: email attachments, infected website, phishing emails and links, malvertising, software vulnerabilities, removable media, USB drives, external hard drives, file sharing networks, social engineering, malicious scripts, drive by downloads, network vulnerabilities, etc. To mitigate the risk of malware infection, it's crucial to practice good cybersecurity, including keeping software up to date, being cautious with email attachments and links, using reputable security software, and regularly scanning for malware. DDoS, or Distributed Denial of Service attacks, are malicious attempts to disrupt the normal functioning of a network, service, or website by overwhelming it with a flood of internet traffic. DDoS attacks often utilize multiple compromised computers, forming a botnet. This distributed approach makes it difficult to trace and mitigate the attacks. The primary goal of a DDoS attack is to overwhelm the target system's resources, such as bandwidth, processing power, or memory, causing a denial of service for legitimate users. Types of DDoS attacks: volume-based attacks flood the target with a massive amount of traffic, overwhelming its bandwidth. Protocol-based attack exploit vulnerabilities in network protocols, consuming server resources. Application layer attacks target specific applications, exhausting server resources or causing software malfunctions. Ransomware is a type of malicious software designed to block access to a computer system or files until a sum of money or a ransom is paid to the attacker. Here are key points. Ransomware is a type of malicious software designed to block access to a computer system or files until a sum of money or ransom is paid to the attacker. Most modern ransomware uses strong encryption algorithms to make the victim's files inaccessible. The decryption key is held by the attacker. After infecting the system, the attacker typically displays a ransom note, informing the victim about the infection and providing instructions on how to pay the ransom. Ransom payments are often demanded in cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin due to their pseudonymous nature, making it more challenging to trace the transactions. Ransomware can target individuals, businesses, governments, entities, and other organizations. No one is immune to potential attacks. Delivery methods for ransomware: phishing emails, malversing, exploit kits. Commonly sprayed through malicious email attachments or links. Ads on websites may deliver ransomware when clicked. Exploit vulnerabilities in software to install ransomware. Man-in-the-middle attack is a form of cyber attack where an unauthorized third party intercepts and potentially alerts communication between two legitimate parties without their knowledge. The attacker positions themselves between the communicating parties, allowing them to eavesdrop on or manipulate the data being exchanged. An example of man-in-the-middle attack can be an attacker on an unsecured Wi-Fi network intercepts data transmitted between a user and a website. SQL injection is a type of cyber attack where attackers exploit vulnerabilities in web applications input files or parameters to inject malicious SQL structured query language code. The objective is to manipulate the underlying database and execute unauthorized SQL commands, potentially gaining access to sensitive data, alerting data, or even executing administrative operations on the database. How attackers exploit SQL injection. Unsanitized input fields, vulnerability, web applications that do not properly validate or sanitize user input before incorporating it into SQL queries are susceptible to SQL injection. Exploitation. Attackers input specially crafted SQL code into input files, taking advantage of the lack of input validation. Boolean-based SQL injection. If the application directly incorporates user input to a SQL query without proper validation, an attacker can manipulate the logic. Union-based SQL injection. Some applications concentrate user input with SQL queries without validating it, making it susceptible to union-based attacks. Time-based blind SQL injection, where an application is vulnerable to time-based blind SQL injection, an attacker can infer information based on the application's response time. Error-based SQL injection. Errors generated by SQL queries are not properly handled, exposing sensitive information about the database structure. And mitigation. Zero-day exploits. Cyber attacks targeting unknown vulnerabilities in software or hardware before developers realize patches, leaving systems vulnerable with 0 days of protection. Zero-day market is a covert online marketplace where individuals or groups trade undisclosed software vulnerabilities, known as 0 days, for financial gain. Buyers, including government entities and cybercriminals, purchase this exploit to exploit security weaknesses before developers can realize patches. Cybersecurity best practices. We have to use strong passwords, use complex passwords, and enable multi-factor authentication. Regular updates. Keep software systems and security tools up to date. Security software. Install reputable antivirus and anti-malware software. Data encryption. Encrypt sensitive data during transmission and storage. Firewalls. Implement network firewalls for traffic control. Backups. Regularly back up important data to an external location. User training is the most important. Educate employees on cybersecurity awareness. Limited privilege. Assign minimum necessary user privilege. Secure Wi-Fi. Use strong encryption for Wi-Fi networks. Mobile security. Secure mobile devices with passwords and updates. Monitoring. Monitor network and system logs for suspicious activity. Incident response. Develop and test an incident response plan. Threat intelligence. Share and collaborate on threat intelligence. Security audits. Conduct regular audits to identify vulnerabilities.